Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Wakfu episode 25. So yes, we are really approaching the season finale now. We have a couple of episodes to see. Well, I have a couple of episodes to see, and it's so exciting because we're almost there. We're almost all the group is almost together again. We're just missing Ruel and of course a little creature that accompany him, and we're in something really big because now Nox is within the proximity of the Tree of Life, while the army is just far away in the frontier with just the innocent people of this kingdom to defend the Tree of Life, which my guess is not going to be a huge obstacle for Nox, especially when you consider that he can take down a freaking dragon. Yes, with the help, and I mean a lot of help from the LQ, but still, he could withstand a fight against a freaking dragon. That is something. That has to count for something, especially with this kind of servant that is kind of a sadida, but kind of a dead sadida, like a zombie sadida. I am still not completely sure how to describe this creature. So yes, that is an interesting premise, and I cannot wait for Ruel to show up because yes, Ruel is incredibly amazing. He's incredibly strong, incredibly powerful, and is going to help a lot in this situation, in this kind of war that we're having now. So yeah, let's just cut all of this because I just want to see the next episode. So yeah, let's just cut this and watch the episode, shall we? What? Wow! Okay, yes.
Mais ouvrez un peu les yeux et essayez de voir plus loin que le bout de vos oreilles. Tout ce qu'on a fait depuis le début, notre rencontre, nos aventures.
Okay, I love the enthusiasm.
Nos retrouvailles.
I love the enthusiasm of Pompon.
C'était pour arriver à ce moment-là. C'est notre jour de gloire, les amis. Franchement, on ne pouvait pas trouver plus belle situation.
What?
Claire, il y a le plus gros méchant du monde là.
Okay, yes.
Il y a que nous pour l'empêcher de détruire le monde.
Okay, he's just so. Okay, yes. He's pumped for the battle and I love it.
On sera des héros aussi. On a tout à y gagner.
What?
Hein? C'est qui a éteint la lumière?
Okay, yes, what is that? What the? Is that Gargle? Oh, yes! Yes!
En quelque sorte, oui. Les chances de réussir restent tout de même infimes.
Mais justement, c'est ça. Alors,
Okay.
on y va.
Maintenant que Grugal est avec nous, plus rien ne
Okay, now I don't know how Gargle is going to help them for sure.
Pas trop tôt.
Je suis prête. Tentons le tout pour le tout. Pour Grugal au Ragran et le royaume Sadida, aidez-nous.
Oh! What?
Des fois, t'es beau quand t'es bête.
I wasn't expecting that. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That caught me completely out of guard. Okay, wasn't expecting a full-on robot. Holy! Okay.
Ok, je vois le genre. Bon, vous réfléchissez au plan et moi je fais.
Of course, he's going to be the first one to. Oh.
Pas le temps, Hugo. Il faut se les faire avant que l'horloge ne se mette en route.
C'est dur à admettre, mais il a raison. Deux fois dans
Okay, yeah, that's true.
On se concentre sur celui qu'on connaît.
Holy! Yes, of course.
Pas de problème, on a un compte à régler avec lui.
Holy! Oh! Holy cow! What?
Amalia, qu'est-ce qui t'arrive? Ressaisis-toi. Les grands arbres, ils
Well, yes, they are being bombarded.
Pimpin, tu gênes là.
Oh! Holy!
Eh oh! Doucement, Eva, t'as failli m'avoir avec...
Oh!
Amalia, pense à ton peuple.
Yes, you need to move! I know that we are suffering, but this is...
Je ressens sa douleur.
This is... This is war!
Je vais te voir, on dirait que ta blonde préférée est vraiment dans le salon.
Come on!
Oh, tu veux peut-être me libérer pour que je te file un coup de main.
Peut-être plus tard, Ruby, quand j'aurai vraiment besoin de toi.
Okay! Holy... What? Literally a rock! Oh! Come on! Do something! What? Holy... What the hell is that? What? Holy... Okay, what kind of power does she get? Holy... But dude, Amelia was the only one missing with showing off. I know, boy, did she.
Alors, on s'en sort pas si mal.
But it's kind of a fusion with the Tree of Life. It's... And that leaves the friggin' machine, both machines, free to act.
C'est quoi ce truc? Aucune idée, mais ça me dit rien qui vaille.
Holy... Come on, Hugo, make a portal! This is... Oh, holy... Okay, my guess is that one liquid passed to the other, it's gonna be over it, all the energy's gone?
Cette fois, c'est la...
No, it's not. It cannot have been the end. Come on. Yes! Thank you, Pompon! It's holding them back.
Sors d'ici!
Tu n'y arriveras pas, Pimpin. Bouge de là.
Et puis toi encore, les chevaliers!
Oh. Okay, that looks so cool.
Les princesses!
Libère-moi, chevalier chouchou, qu'on s'occupe de cette carcasse d'acier ensemble.
Ok, c'est parti!
Oh! What? Oh yes, the transformation. Holy!
Oui, t'inquiète, Eva, c'est encore moi, Ruby Laxman et cette...
Oh yes! No, this is cool! Dude, that is so impressive! Oh! Oh god! Come on, Dodger! Do something! Move! Move! Oh! Are you serious? Come on! This... Are you serious? Wait! What? Oh! Holy!
Merci pour le sauvetage, pro chevalier. Mais là, il faut qu'on bouge. Allez, Pimpin.
Holy!
Je ne meurs pas, Évangéline. Je rentre dans la légende.
Are you...
Des blagues idiotes, c'est pas le moment. Je sais qu'il en faut plus pour venir à bout d'une cervelle de yop comme toi.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Pom Pom die? What?
C'est Pampan Adamaï. J'ai ressenti comme un vide. Oui, son Wakfu a quitté notre monde. Désolé, Hugo.
Holy!
Entrons dans la légende ensemble.
Okay, yes, I'm happy to see Ruel, but oh! Holy! And that Ficus is still alive!
C'est pas possible.
What? That guy, come on, you should have appeared sooner, man!
Désolé d'arriver si tard, princesse. Quelle est la situation?
Catastrophique, maître juriste. Nox s'est joué de nous. Bientôt, le peuple Sadida sera rayé de la surface du monde.
Okay, this is a lot grimmer than I expected.
Nous y voilà enfin. J'ai réussi. Je suis prêt à vous retrouver, mes amours.
Oh. Okay. I okay, this was a lot more impactful than I thought. I am seriously having problems processing everything that happened in the last, what, 5-10 minutes of the episode? Yeah, I'm gonna watch this again and yeah, be back with my comment. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time and a third time the 25th episode of the series, and it is really shocking in the end, really nerve-wracking, really sad moment in the end. But as always, I'm going to speak in order and scene by scene. We start, of course, with Ruel and his little mascot, a familiar in this case, sorry. And now they finally are trying to reach their friends. Well, yeah, their friends. Let's call them their friends. They will enter the fight and they will try to pursue Hugo and the rest. Of course, this is a brief scene in which give you hope because, yeah, the other one is coming and everything's going to be just fine. Boy, I was wrong in that instant. But anyway, yeah. The next scene, of course, speaks about how everybody was tricked, how everybody was waiting the attack, of course, from the other side, but no, it never came, and it was a trap set by Nox. Everybody is depressed because they don't know what to do, because the army is in a complete opposite side, and it's a huge distance they have to cover to reach the clock. Of course, the clock is a lot more faster than the rest, and is going to reach the Tree of Life faster than they will reach the clock. The only hope are these guys, are Evangeline, Amelia, Hugo, Pompon, and Adamite. Those 5 guys are the only hope the kingdom have, or even the world have, to be safe. Because yes, if Nox really absorbs the Wakfu of the Tree of Life, not only the Sarida people are going to disappear from the face of this world, of the Wakfu world, but once that happens, once the Elia Cube had enough fuel, enough Wakfu, it's going to be the end of the world, literally, because Nox's plan is to reverse time, and obviously is going to destroy the entire world, and nobody knows what the real effect of that is going to be. Perhaps it's just going to reverse time and nothing will happen, but perhaps the entire collapse, the entire world, it will collapse, because yeah, it's a rule set by the ancient gods or something like that, that you cannot reverse time, and whatever happened, and that's it. So yeah, one of those two possibilities, like when the scientists drop the first bomb. One is going to be an amazing, huge destruction for a certain portion, or the other one that could burn the entire freaking atmosphere and kill everybody on the planet Earth. So yeah, they took that risk in 1940 something, and luckily it was just, it was a success. Unfortunately, it was a success because what later happened to the Japanese people. But yeah, I'm going to history lesson, and that is not something I should be doing here. Going back to the episode, sorry about that. And of course, Pompon is, for a lack of a better word, pumped for some action. And I mean not in a sexual way, because yeah, unfortunately my brain goes to that direction once I thought of that. But anyway, yeah, he's pumped for some action, and he really wants a fight, because for him it's a win-win situation in this case. If they win, of course, they will be heroes. They're going to be praised, and they're going to have a great battle, because they will stand, those five are going to stand between the ultimate bad people, or the ultimate bad person in this case, as Pompon said, and them, and the save of the world, and etc., etc. And in the other hand, if they die, they will become heroes, because again, they will be standing between those two factors, and they will be praised because of their bravery, etc., etc. So yes, he's pumped for that action, and this reanimate everybody else, because yes, you're right, we need to do something. We cannot just cry in here and say, oh, we poor us. No, we need to take action, and boy, they did. They run away and try to stop Nox, the ultimate villain. Yes, and something happened that, a couple of things happened that I wasn't expecting. The first one, this kind of a storm, but it was just a ray of energy. In this case, my guess is Wakfu, and it was the Wakfu of Gargle that now resides inside the Dofus, and I think I understand a little bit better the nature of the Dofus. So my guess is, the Dofus is not something that occurring naturally, but something more akin of a vessel that holds, the dragon, or the Wakfu, the dragon, while it develops a little bit inside of it, or perhaps a dragon and an heliotrope. So yes, it's not that the egg appears and the egg has already the dragon and the heliotrope, or just a dragon. No, dragon arrives later on, or that's what I interpret from what I see in this series. Later on, of course, the other thing that shocked me before that scene is what happened between Pompon and Evangeline. I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting they just jump into action with no major problem or without major delay. But that small kiss is something I wasn't expecting. It's welcome, of course. I love this pairing. I love Pompon and Evangeline pairing, because yes, they show a lot of good traits of a healthy relationship. Yes, they have fights, in this case a little bit extreme fights, but again, they love and respect each other, because yes, Pompon respect the agility and the fiercey personality that Evangeline has, and Evangeline respect the strength and the bravery of Pompon. So yeah, I love this relationship between those two. Yeah, that's something I wasn't expecting, and of course we go run, or they run to catch up with Nox. Of course, Nox is just so close to his goal, to the goal of absorbing the Wakfu of an entire race in an easier way, because yes, if you are trying to absorb the Wakfu of every single Saddest, it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of time. But if you absorb that from one source, which is in this case the Tree of Life, is going to be a lot easier. Well, easier in this case because yeah, for anybody else, an army between them and the friggin' Wakfu is going to be. But thanks to being Nox, it's a lot easier for him. But of course, Nox is ready to do everything to be reunited with his family. And this is something I noticed just now. I don't know if the Elia Cube is a sentient being or has a certain amount of intelligence because I thought I heard him talk. This is a doubt I have that perhaps even the villainous side of Nox comes from the Elia Cube that is corrupting him. That is saying that yes, the Elia Cube is kind of a sentient being in which, of course, he lives from Wakfu and he wants Wakfu more and more and more. And of course, this being is manipulating Nox into, oh yes, give me Wakfu and I'm gonna give you whatever you want. In this case, his family. But yeah, I'm gonna discuss that later on. Of course, the rest of the Sarida people are not as useless in far away because they make huge trees grow and block the path of the friggin' clock. And that is when Nox release his most deadly weapon. And this is kind of a robot, a complete huge robot, with purple energy inside of it. And it is released and it jumps outside and starts destroying the trees around them. Of course, the rest of the gang, in this case Amelia and the rest, well, Hugo and the rest, they arrive, and unfortunately the other puppets are there, the 4 puppets. I think one of them was a cram. The other 3 I don't remember the other 3 I don't remember the mummy types, I don't remember their classes. And of course the Sadida zombie, as they call them even. And yeah, it's an imposing sight because they could fight against a freaking dragon in its human form, yes, but still it's a pretty tough enemy, a pretty tough rival, and they could hold him back, sorry. And yeah, it's fascinating the way they think because yes, Pompon doesn't care and attack immediately, which is a brilliant strategy because they have little time to waste, and he attacks and holds back the freaking zombie, the Sadida zombie, and the other ones, yeah, you're right, and they attack. This amazing battle that happens because yes, Adama is fighting, I think the one with the sword, I think it was the crab. Hugo is trying to comfort Amelia, and I'm going to speak about that later on. And of course, Evangeline is there to support Pompon against the freaking Sarita zombie. Yeah, this battle is amazing, and the way, of course, everything happens, everything is going on, and the way, of course, the freaking creatures attacks, and everybody's desperately trying to defend each other and to attack these creatures. And of course, the reason as to why Amelia is not taking part of the fight, and Hugo too is not taking part of the fight, is because Amelia is feeling the suffering of the trees. Because yes, they are being decimated by this kind of robot, this purple robot, but the purple energy, sorry. And of course, she feels the pain directly. This is kind of a nightmare for her. And yes, this is an amazing moment because kind of the Tree of Light took possession of her body, and I'm not entirely sure what happened there because yes, her powers just increased immensely in that moment when everything seems to be lost because Eva was being captured by one of them, and the other guys were just distracted by the other ones. This huge spike of power from Amelia, and they start to attack everybody and destroying everybody with her amazing power. Every single puppet is being destroyed by Amelia except for the freaking robot. And that's when the dangerous things happen because yes, this robot keeps attacking and destroying everything left and right, and in the last moment Amelia protects everybody with this kind of plans that they're covering them and they are protecting them. And unfortunately, the effect of this possession from the Tree of Life, well, it happens and it's over. And now the problem lays within the rest because yeah, now the forest is completely gone, and the clock, this giant clock, has a free pass for the tree of life. Of course, Amelia is completely weakened because yeah, this possession took a lot of power from her, and the rest is trying to defend them. And this is when things get dark. This robot is incredibly powerful. It's amazingly strong. It's insanely strong. And yes, the energy they try to attack. I thought the ideal moment would be to Hugo create this portal and reject the attack. But no, Adamai blocked the freaking attack with his fire. It wasn't enough. It send him backwards, very hurt, but not deadly hurt. And of course, the robot is relentless and attack again. In this case, Pom Pom protect Evangeline and Amelia. And it takes the form of this kind of creature, a combination of Rubilax and himself, but now he is in full control. And I love that moment because he said, oh god, Pom Pom is such a badass, he's protecting and fighting. And yes, this fight lasts for a moment and he's attacking the robot and holding him back. And really say, oh my god, this is so amazing. They cannot move, the girls cannot move, but still they are fighting with everything they got. And even in that moment, of course, unfortunately, the robot has more tricks because one of the small lasers hit the freaking face of Pom Pom, and this knocks him down. Of course, gets hit and thrown away. And later on, we see this robot attacking with the laser. But of course, luckily, Evangeline throws an arrow with the combination of power between Amelia and herself. And this kind of damaged the robot, but it's not enough. And now he's going to be a bigger attack, combination of both arms. He threw this huge ball of energy towards them. And I thought it was over. When the freaking column of energy happened in the air, far away, I thought Evangeline and Amelia were over. Because, come on, it's terrible that. But fortunately or unfortunately, Pom Pom blocked the attack in his kind of berserk mode. I'm not exactly sure how to call it. He blocked the attack and of course, oh yes, he's such a badass because he defended. But unfortunately, what happened next is when the episode starts to get grim. The attack has such power that it really killed Pom Pom. Yes, he held back for a little while, but he had no more energy for him to continue to fight. Meanwhile, of course, Hugo and Adamai enter the freaking clock, and they are going up to even try to stop Nox. Because yes, if you stop Nox, stop everything, and everybody's going to be fine. That is a great strategy. But unfortunately, yes, the robot is not even damaged, and he's going to make the last blow. Because yes, in this moment, he was dead. Because even in that moment, Hugo felt the emptiness because now he cannot, I don't know, feel Pom Pom anymore. And yes, it's heartbreaking because you see the anger in Hugo's face. In that moment when they feel the emptiness, you see the anger against Nox and he's just furious and crying. And yes, I know this is serious, but I'm so pumped up because of that moment. The quality of the animation in that moment. It doesn't take much, but I love the detail they put on Hugo's face because you can see all those emotions in his face. That is commendable from the animators and everybody involved in this series. It's amazing the way they draw the face, and I love that moment. I hate and love that moment because yes, you don't want your heroes to be defeated. You don't want them to be just, oh yeah, sure, another hero. No, you get invested in their stories, and you want their stories to end on a happy note, on a grand finale, on something great. So yeah, even if it's a great death because he died defending the Tree of Life, it is still hurtful because it is hard to see somebody you care for die. Hell, even it's an animated creature. It's not a real creature. It's not a real person. But it still is. It's shocking. It's really shocking. And yes, when the robot is just about to finish both Evangeline and, well, Pompon in a certain degree. And yes, I love this melodramatic moment because, yeah, the last word, I think the last word of Pompon was, don't worry, I'm not dying. I'm just entering into legend. It is pretty tragic, and yeah, the facial expressions that we saw in this episode were amazing. But those especially, the Evangeline facial expression is just devastating in that moment. And yes, when the finish move about the robot, when he's about to hit the Evangeline and Pompon, that's when Ruel came out from the earth and destroyed one of the arms of the freaking robot. I thought, good, finally, but a little bit late, Ruel, just a few seconds before then everything will be just dandy. And yes, everybody see this tragic moment in which, of course, even Pompon, the physical form of Pompon, disappear. That is a strong image. That is a pretty strong image. And yes, everybody is sad, but unfortunately the fucking robot, and yes, I'm gonna call him that because I'm so pissed at that fucking thing, is still alive. Well, if you can count him alive, he's still moving. But luckily, Master Yoris arrived and finished the freaking robot. And yes, in that moment I love and hate Master Yoris, but just as well, if you just arrive a few minutes before, everything will be just fine. And it's so frustrating. But yes, it's kind of hard to see this episode. It's really not something I was expecting from this series. It's tragic, it's saddening, and yes, even the last moments in which, of course, now Nox is just close by to the freaking Tree of Life and put the freaking needles to start absorbing the Wakfu, and I think he's start to absorbing really the Wakfu of this creature, of this ancient being in the Tree of Life. That's when the episode ends. And yeah, the few moments I watched, of course, I didn't watch the extra scene. I just watched small animation because Master Yoris kind of start to knock down again the freaking robot. Yeah, it's a devastating episode. It's not something I was expecting. I was expecting an epic battle. I was expecting 1-1 and all that, yes. But I wasn't expecting a tragedy this big to happen. And that is shocking. I love the episode, don't get me wrong. It's a great episode. Because yes, this is how you should feel with this series. You should feel excited. You should feel sad in certain moments. You should feel emotions from an episode. And yes, this episode made me feel a lot of emotions, a long range of emotions. And yes, it's a great episode. And I was tempted to watch the two episodes, the episode 25 and episode 26, one after the other, and record it and then later on speak about both. But I think I prefer this format. I prefer to speak about an episode and then analyze the next one. Because yes, hopefully, and this is something I'm really hoping that happens, is that just as the death of his master, because he was supposed to be dead, we will be able to see Pompon again. Something will happen that will bring Pompon back. Because yes, Pompon, he might be an idiot, he might be a dumb person, but boy, he is such a badass, and I really like his character. So yes, it's a fascinating episode. It's a great episode. And I can't wait for the season finale. Sorry. Oh man, it's... As I said before, it's nerve-wracking. It's really tragic, and it's really an interesting episode, and something that gets you pumped for the season finale, because now you really want to see Nox defeated. You really want to see that, because now, yes, when the other people die, other than Gargle, because yes, you kind of sympathize with Gargle because they give you time to sympathize with him. But I think this is taken to another whole level, because now he really killed somebody that we have been following for the last 24 episodes. That you like, you have fun with him, you see him growing, you see him, well, in this case, fell in love. And that is making something much bigger. Because yes, they destroy kingdoms, but since you didn't saw that, it's hard to get a connection from this kingdom. It's more for to say, oh yes, this villain is so powerful. That is more of an instrument for those other deaths, let's say, or for those other destruction of people, of lives, and all that. But when a show does this, is for you to sympathize more and to get you hype, in this case, to yes, we need to defeat the villain, because now he took a life that is dear to us. In this case, Pom Pom. So yeah, I love that way, the way of these animators did their job. As I said before, it's an excellent episode, and I love it. And I hate it at the same time because yes, they took away Pom Pom, and hopefully it's going to happen the same that happened to his master. That is not something permanent, and I think you have said that before. But hopefully this is going to be the case, and it's, oh yes, we're going to keep this tragedy from this, and hopefully that is not going to happen. Boy, I cannot wait to see that one, but unfortunately I can't, because I think it's almost midnight from when I'm recording this, and I cannot make a lot of noise now. So yes, that next episode is going to have a wait for a couple of days for me to watch it. And I don't know how the hell I'm going to be waiting for that. But yeah, hopefully I'm going to have a lot more time tomorrow in the afternoon. Well, technically today in the afternoon to watch it. And yes, I think that's it for now. The only thing I have to say is thank you guys for your comments, for your views, for your likes, and for your subscriptions. If you want to be a subscriber, click on the button for subscriptions and on the bell so you can get notifications. And of course, if you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below. Yeah, the only thing I have to say is, so far as I'm recording this episode, I didn't have enough time to respond to your comments. And yes, I have read them, and of course, skipping the ones that you warned me that there's going to be spoilers, and I'll read those. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for your support and for giving me the information of the lore. Really is entertaining to read all of that. And for those people to really correct me with my pronunciation of the names, don't worry, I don't mind at all. I'm not familiar with French. I want to learn French, yes. Unfortunately, in this time, I don't have time. Hopefully next year I'm going to have enough time for me to learn French, or perhaps a little bit sooner, perhaps around September, October. Let's see. Finger crossed, I'm going to have enough time for me to really starting to learn French, because it's something I really wanted to do. I want to learn a third language now. Of course, my own native language, as many of you have deduced, or it's Spanish, that is my original language. And of course, now my English language, that is what I'm speaking the most. And yeah, I want the French language to be my third one. So yes, hopefully around September, October, or the next year is going to have. I'm going to have enough time to learn such language, and you don't have to correct as much. But yes, I really don't mind to be corrected in the pronunciation, because yeah, I want to be I want to say those names correctly. I want to pronounce the words correctly, and really, I'm thankful for said corrections. So yeah, keep them coming. If you notice I made a mistake in the pronunciation, just let me know, because yes, I really appreciate that. So yeah, for those who really say, okay, I'm late for the lore, because yeah, sorry guys, there are really people who just almost a minute after I post the video, you answer or you comment and all that. So yeah, you need to be faster for me to learn the lore from you. But yeah, as I said before, thank you so much, guys. Really, I really love reading your comments, and I really love reading all the stuff you have to say to me. And yes, thank you so much, guys. And well, yeah, that's it. And well, see you on the next one. Bye.